Today is Steve Myers. Double Dreamin', Steve Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Hello, Toastmasters. Double dreaming. I want to take you on a quick ride through an experience I've had. Part of it is parallel stories about things that go on in your mind. But I think you'll have very personal, subjective experiences with them and will relate right away. And the third is experience I had with a class this spring here. And the way it kind of tied the two together and brought me to a conclusion which is more of a question. It's very interesting. Internal monologue. We all have one. It tells us what we're doing at the moment. It tells us, pulls thoughts in from the past, gives us suggestions what we should do, gives us some naughty suggestions here, some righteous suggestions over there, and we end up doing something along the middle, and he's there narrating the whole thing. Now, modern science shows us that it's the speech center of your brain, the left hemisphere, and through that, these thoughts pass. He's called the left hemisphere interpreter. I call him the narrator, the internal monologue. He just bops along, telling you the story of your life as you're living it. If you have a positive interpreter, he's giving you positive things, and you're seeing positive things happen in your life. If you have a negative interpreter, if he calls you an idiot when you forget your keys, well, that incessant little reminder of your inadequacy will also have its effect in your life and as it guides you through your day. But at the end of the day, he has told you a story and kept you kind of pacified within the bounds of that story. We'll move on to another mental process. This is called the dream weaver. We all sleep. Who loves sleep? I love to sleep. Sleep is something we need in the body. Science can't tell us exactly why we need it. But if we deprive a person of it, what happens? He breaks down. The mental capacities break down, let alone grumpiness. Pretty soon the physical tissues of the body break down, and within a couple weeks you're dead. It's that necessary. We don't know exactly why. But the brain has a mechanism to keep you in that. Now, some of the things the brain is doing in that time, he's shuffling around old memories. Taking these memories, archiving them over there. There's some names, there's some faces, there's association. We probably don't need that anymore, right? And pretty soon, he's shuffled these memories around, and he's taken the things you've learned that day. He's taken the things you've learned that day and consolidating them. He's integrating them, reliving them, rehearsing them over and over so that they can become memories. So that if you learn a hand sequence for your job, as you get REM sleep at night, those become skills you have, you can recall upon. So while all this is happening, the dreamweaver's there. He knows that you, as a sensible, rational human being, would wake up with the startling sequence of odd and disconnected images. But if he's telling a story, if he's telling a great story, even somewhat bizarre story, you kind of just go along with it. And you go along in this dreamland, and one moment you're here, next moment you're there, talking to this person, next it's talking to your grandparent as a child, pretty soon your feet are off the ground. It's an amazing place. And you stay lulled into that story because of the dream. He knows that sleep is that important to us. He keeps us lulled into that. And at the end, our sleep drive is over, we wake up. Now these two parallels, a dreamweaver telling you, keeping you asleep, that you not wake up and you can get some needed rest, some reconstruction of your mental capacities, and our internal monologue, who's also weaving us a story of our day, trying to keep everything that does and happens all within what we expect. These parallels, they just occurred to me, might be doing similar things. One's to keep you in your nighttime dream, one might be to keep you in your daytime dream. And I thought, well, what doesn't the daytime dream want me to wake up from? What would I wake up to? I'm already awake. I had a class this spring called Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction. Now, stress reduction doesn't hurt anyone, right? We live in a stressful, chaotic life. Stress reduction sounds really good. And aside from the didactic portion, the teaching portion, the main exercise in this course was meditation. Now, it wasn't bizarre, weird swamis making cobras rise out of basket meditation. It was simple things. It was concentration exercises. It was exercises that tuned things in your life down to one. Your breathing, the sensations in your body, the sounds, things that just took all your chaotic happenings in your brain that go on and just tune them down into just one, that one pointed concentration. What was the result? Well, that chattering and insisting that you have better things to do and responsibilities to meet, that all that the narrative of your life does, the internal monologues always trying to keep you busy. The power you get when you hush him up is amazing. When he goes quiet, suddenly he's not doing his little job anymore. He's not keeping you lulled into this busyness that is our waking life. And my experience and the people in the class, I called it calming. It was peaceful. It was a jacuzzi for your mind to be that detached. It's not going brain dead. It's not going to sleep at all. It's going clear with nothing there. It opened up some interesting parallels there that caused me to think, what's our usual running monologue trying to keep us from? Is trying to keep us from this peace, this calmness? I couldn't see why. But it sure takes a lot of effort to do that. Now I don't know where the result is going to lead me, but I found myself very curious about going deeper into this quiet place here. Maybe learning some more about life. Learning what it's like to not have the weight of all the roles in my life, my responsibilities, the people, my jobs, and find some peace. And I would invite you to go on this journey also. It doesn't cost anything. It's all inside you.
Madam Timer, could we have 1 minute on the clock, please?